Oh, this is a great story. Okay. I moved to New York at the time, and I always like to tell the story. I was going to be a rock star. Okay. One of the ways I was expressing myself was through music. So I moved to New York to be a rock star. That didn't work out, obviously, which is fine. And I started working in an art supply store on 7th Avenue here in New York City. And I was selling art supplies, standard art supply, illustration boards, markers, pencils to the designers in the fashion industry on 7th Avenue. And one of the design houses was Nicole Miller. And so I got to know them really well. And they said, "Do you do painting and drawing?" I said, "Sure." And they said, "Do you want to try designing prints for Nicole Miller?" And so I did hand painted designs for Nicole Miller for a period in time. And I did like 5 or 6 of them. And if you look up vintage Nicole Miller neckties from the 90s, you're going to stumble across 1 or 2 of the designs. That then led to me for a very, very short period of time. I had a design studio with a friend, and she had a computer. So I taught myself the computer. I had never used a computer. I didn't know what to do after you opened it, but I taught myself the Adobe applications because back then, this is before YouTube, right? So there wasn't really any place to learn. So I taught myself Illustrator. And then sometime later, I ended up going to work for one of the companies that I would sell art supplies to. They had a large design studio, and I went to work for them doing designing on the computer. And I was there for 20 years and learned a ton about the fashion industry and home and interiors. And that's how I got started in this industry. I am not a fashion designer, but I was doing all kinds of textile prints. I was drawing flats and illustrations and doing mood boards and presentations and things like that.